But do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what if I say, oh, I don't know what to ask now? Or something, or
Yeah,
I
okay.
make a mistake, or I don't know.
And you have to answer every question. You're not allowed to like swerve one. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
You can edit it out afterwards.
But what
if you
am I
really
gonna?
want to.
Is there gonna be questions I want to swerve though?
No.
Okay. Okay, come.
Wait, so how are we starting this? We're just gonna.
Do you know how to do my intro?
Is that,
Fuck.
Are you doing that?
is that gonna be
Is
your
that your
intro?
intro?
That's no.
So welcome back, guys, to my channel. Make sure you hit a like, comment, and subscribe.
Subscribe.
So if I see that's why you edit. So do that.
Thoughts? What do you think? First of all, this is we're doing.
Wait, has it started already?
So
Didn't tell me.
So I'm doing an interview with my friend yassira and rameez. This is gonna be the big one at the end. It's gonna be quite deep, so they didn't want to appear. They'll be later in shot, but for now they're not gonna be shot. So away, what do you think of the EP? I won't say yes.
What did we think?
Yeah. Yassira didn't understand it.
I did not understand any songs. However, it was good. It was nice to jam to.
Is it?
Relatively.
I didn't jam. I thought it was very depressing.
Okay. Yeah, I first want to ask you, like, can you explain your songwriting process? How you develop your songs and how you get to the final product, essentially.
These actually like my questions, you know. So I began writing in 2019, 2018 as well. So I remember the first song I wrote. Actually, I don't know if it's the first song, but I would write like poems in my notebook after my girlfriend broke up with me, because I was very sad at the time. So I started writing. I can't say her name. So I began writing poems. And I was quite bad at first, but then I got better and better and better. I was like, oh, why don't I try singing as well? But for songwriting, I've been thinking of these songs for a while, and like how the order would go and all that. So how I came about with this format and this structure was that the first three songs will be like, okay, like this is how very sad I am. And the next three songs will be like, okay, how do I deal with it though? So the first three songs are how my state is. And then the next year is how I deal with it, like my vices. But it's not healthy ways in which you deal with stuff. Because the problem, I say this in October, and the problem is that I'm very lonely. And like, I feel alone all the time. And I realized in October Rain, I say that I only experienced the opposite of loneliness when I was with my girlfriend. And thereafter, I've been trying to seek that for a while, ever since, and I haven't found that, you know? So within the last three songs, I tried to find the answer or an equivalent to what she gave me through those avenues. So a party, or a girl, or a phone, you know, or a white friend, or a friend. But it's never been satisfying. So that's how I came up with those songs.
Okay.
Who are your biggest musical inspirations?
The Weekend. After Hours I loved After Hours. Because the retro feel, the synths, every song is synth based, right? It is though. You Don't Love Me Anymore, After Party, and Banana Bread. You know the instrumental break. I love that part. Do you like it as well? The way I don't sing, where it's just the instrumental.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
With the drums.
Mm-hmm.
I love that part so much. The synths are amazing. And my other inspiration, Frank Ocean, ultimately, because his songwriting is like very nostalgic based. So I try to incorporate that into my songwriting. Because I say at the end of the thing, about what was once I write, right? I say that at the end of the entire thing. I say about what was once I write.
Yeah.
So that implies that all of this happened in the past. And so it's very nostalgia based, like A Peach No More, Banana Bread. Those two are stories, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So Frank Ocean and The Weeknd. Although I'm nowhere near as good as the singers, either of them.
So just before that, why did you call the EP eyeless?
There's an eyes line in every song.
An eyes line.
Something to do with eyes, yes.
Okay.
So You Don't Love Me Anymore. This one, I forgot what it was. I only meet eyes if it's from a mile. So I don't meet eyes.
Okay.
So eye contact is also a big symbol throughout the 6 songs. Have you know? Okay, I doubt you know this. So, so eye contact is very important. I think so. But what I mean, it can symbolize lots of things from my perspective, from my point of view. It can like imply like a proper relationship or like affection, you know. So I think it's a very important part of relationships, eye contact. Because if someone avoids your eyes, then you're thinking, oh, we're not as close as what we are. So what I mean by that is like it's integrity and that kind of thing, like honesty between two people, eye contact. So within You Don't Love Me Anymore, I only meet eyes with someone, so as in I don't portray my actual feelings. For a while I didn't. I was the shell of myself, as what I say in October, yeah. Yeah, that's why I called it eyeless.
Okay.
Because I don't have eyes, and each cover you don't see my eyes.
I noticed.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Alright, so I want to move into You Don't Love Me Anymore. Can you tell me your like inspiration and the story behind that song?
So inspiration was obviously my ex. So at the end, I realized that I didn't love myself because I needed her to love me in order to feel good about myself. So because I didn't have that before, I didn't know what a proper relationship was. I never had that in my friendships. So I realized afterwards, it's like I don't actually love myself because I was not able to cope. I felt bad all the time. I still kind of do. So much so it wakes me up at night. That's what I say in October then. Mm-hmm. So at the end, I say I don't love me anymore because you don't love me anymore. So that's not very good, is it? Dependent relationship. Mm-hmm. I'm depending on someone else in order to feel good about myself. I still feel like that. I depend on others to feel good about myself. I can't love myself. As in, my own love is not good enough for me to feel good.
Okay.
So that's what that song is about.
Would you say it's fair to say that the song is actually about your breakup with Adam?
Would you say you had quite an unhealthy attachment to your ex-girlfriend?
I'd say I'd have an unhealthy attachment to most people. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. I depend way too much upon other people.
And at the end of that song, you did like sort of like a speaking thing. You weren't singing at all. Mm-hmm. Was that your form of closure to her, and like you're saying your final words to her?
No,
or?
That's a peach no more closure. Oh. No, because I portray it in like a bad light in the first song. I'm like, did you ever give a fuck about me? That's a ethical line. Because obviously she did, you know. So we'll talk about a peach no more later.
But are you speaking to her at the end?
I'm speaking to her throughout the entire song. No, I don't still love her. I do love her platonically though. She's one of my best friends. Not romantically now.
So at one point in the song, you rhyme the same with the same with the same. So tell me, how does one come up with such lyrical genius?
No, but the same. There's different meanings within each line. I wish you would just feel the same. So I haven't been the same. Or felt the same. Okay, I don't have an explanation, but you got it.
Okay.
That's still fine though. It's like a fine line though.
That's fine. I just wanted to know your thought process.
Okay, at the end of the song you mentioned that you're unable to love yourself because she's unable to love you. Now that you've finished express yourself and, you know, portray your feelings in the song format, do you now feel that you can now begin your journey of self-love?
No.
Why not?
Because I need more than that. That's not...
So you release more albums then?
We'll see, but writing can be an echo chamber. So, as I say in October, page after page I ruminate, but to no one's benefit. So this doesn't benefit me at the end of the day, because all I'm doing is reading all the sadness I'm experiencing. You know, mm-hmm. It's not. I'm just lamenting. I'm just saying, okay, this is how I feel. So now what? I don't have a solution to this stuff. And maybe by identifying it, you can begin to fix it. But nah, I don't think I've gone far on that journey. I'm better than what I am before. 2018 to 2019 I was really bad. But yeah, I don't think it's enough. You know, I need to somehow find a way to foster proper relationships with myself as well. Yeah, that's all.
Do you have any more for?
Yeah, I think in this song you mentioned that your mom wants you to ask for help.
She did actually, yeah.
Does your mommy really want you to ask for help?
Yeah. She would know. She'd be like, "Yo, what's wrong? What's wrong?" Because I would be down. I wouldn't talk at home. I don't talk as much at home as what I do outside of home. But yeah, she would be like, "What's wrong? What's wrong? You can talk to me," and I wouldn't. I still haven't really. I hope she doesn't see this.
Okay, we're going to move on to October Rayaan now. I have no clue what's going on in that song.
Fair enough.
Can you please explain what it's about and also the inspiration for the song?
It's tough. So October Rayaan's is the most the most meta one. So like it's about me writing songs in it. So I talk about my sadness itself. So it wakes me up at night. Like every night this past week, I've woken up at like 4 or 5, an hour before I need to. I've been doing that for a while. I think it's called terminal insomnia, and I think I might have it because I wake up. I don't sleep after like 4 a.m. I can't. Once I get up, I can't go back to sleep, which is the worst. Because I go to bed at like 10 p.m. because I know I'm gonna wake up early, so that sucks. And it's just because I go to sleep thinking something, and then I wake up thinking the same thing. I'm thinking, oh shit. So it'd be like I said something wrong, and the person didn't react how I wanted them to, or okay, I angered someone today. So then I ruminate. I overthink it so much that it wakes me up at night. October, yeah. October. So I wrote the poem in 2018, and David will tell you that I showed him that poem. It wasn't as good as what it was now. Like I've been experiencing that problem for like 3 years. Waking up early.
Yeah.
I wrote it in October, by the way, so that's why.
Yeah, I was about to ask why is it called
okay,
October Rayaan? Was this like your mental state during that month or how you were feeling?
Yeah,
at
but
that
also
time?
there's a line that says I say you told me October is beautifully lonely. Like so, the stuff I've written I think is beautiful. I know that's probably the most braggadocious thing I've said on the entire thing. But stop calling it November, December.
Yeah.
So stop calling it as in like the sadness has lasted way too long for my liking. I understand that the writing that comes from it is good, but I wanted it to end now, and it hasn't ended. You know? Stop calling it November, December.
Okay.
January, February, March, April, May. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So in the third verse, you say, running out of friends.
Are you gonna mention Adam again? Yeah, no. There's nothing to do with that.
So what does it have to do with?
My childhood and foster relationships.
Okay.
So like, I say they'll never. I know now they'll never reciprocate, which I don't think is fair of me to say, because I say because people show affection in different ways, but I don't think it's my fault. I don't think I fostered good relationships, so I don't feel like it's been reciprocated.
Okay.
It's my fault though. As I say, it's my fault.
In one of your verses, you mentioned broke your windows, made a prayer, I'm atheist when you're not there. Can you elaborate a bit more on those?
That's the most metaphorical line I think throughout this.
So,
Broke
I
the
don't
windows.
know.
So have you ever the metaphor? I think it's like a Chinese metaphor. Eyes are the windows of the soul.
yeah.
So broke you.
Oh yes, I have.
Eyes are the window of the soul. So broke your windows implies that I overburden you with how much like weight to put on you. Because obviously I rely on other people to love myself. So broke your windows. As in, remember I said eye contact is a metaphor for integrity, affection, and all that. Broke your windows, made a prayer. Was it made a prayer? I'm atheist when you're not there.
Yeah.
So made a prayer, and then the very next line, I'm atheist when you're not there. So when you're not there to reciprocate or there to understand, you know what I mean? But that happens a lot. So I'm atheist a lot. It doesn't mean I don't believe in God. I do believe in God.
Really no.
Of course I do.
Questionable statements.
I'm Muslim. Of course I do. That doesn't mean I don't question it. Of course I question it. Faith isn't faith if you don't question it.
I didn't. Who's Uncle Hugh?
Okay, that's
Yes.
you know Earl Sweatshirt, the rapper?
I know the name.
Your question.
No, it's fine. I was just also.
You know Earl Sweatshirt?
I know the name. I don't know.
Okay, so Earl Sweatshirt is a rapper. He's one of my okay, I forgot to mention it's an inspiration of mine.
Yeah.
He uses a sample in a song called Solace by his uncle Hugh. It's like a trumpet. I'll play it for you after. But it goes. So I listen to that song and I only listen to the song when I'm extremely sad. It's called Solace. It's a very beautiful song. But he plays that song. It's like a trumpet solo. But it's very cool. So Uncle Hugh, over you left me. That's a nice part though. Yeah. His name is Hugh Masakela. That's his name. He's South African.
Oh. Oh, okay. I know.
So that song, Solace, I listen to when I'm sad. Extremely sad. At night.
Is that a constant?
No, not as much. Because it makes me cry sometimes, that song.
Aww.
Yeah. It's 10 minutes long. I only listen to it at night.
So every night for 10
That's
minutes
probably
you
why
bawl
you-
your eyes out?
Not every night.
That's
Only
why
when
you can't sleep.
Probably, yeah. Why do you believe... So you mentioned, believe I deserve this, I'm a bad person, that's why nobody talks to me nor meets my eyes.
Boss.
Why do you believe you're a bad person?
Must be.
Just because no
I don't
one...
feel... Okay, I understand that that's not fair. Because what I realize is that it could be a case where this person is just... They just don't want to reciprocate the way that they don't show affection the way you do.
Yeah.
But besides that, I don't think my affection is ever reciprocated for anyone. I don't like any relationship that I'm in. I don't feel like it's ever the same. Like the love I have for the person is never ever the same, you know. So therefore, when someone doesn't reciprocate, I feel like okay, it must be a case where I'm a bad person. Like they find it so easy to leave me, or to treat me like this. It must be a case where must be a case where it's me that's the problem, you know. Because it can't be a case where I feel like this in each relationship, but it's always their fault. So I'm the that's long gone. So it can't be a case where whenever a person leaves me, it's a problem with him, because I'm the common denominator. You know, I'm the one. So it must be the case where I'm the bad person. That's why nobody talks to me these days. So it must be a case where okay, they can leave.
So, do you think you'll ever be able to find love again? No, this is a genuine question. Like with the kind of self-loathing that you have.
Well, I don't think it would be healthy, but I can find love. But I can't. It needs to be proper though. It can't be a case where I'm dependent upon the person again. You know.
Do you not feel like you need to perhaps understand that everyone showcases love and affection in different forms? Not everyone
Yeah,
has to
course.
give the extent that you give or do it in the same manner that you do.
Of course I need to understand it, but it's hard. You know.
Yeah.
It can't be a case where it's like okay, just understand it. Then, you know. I need to. I don't know what I need to do. But I just don't believe. I don't know. Like I'm just not able to get over that hurdle, you know.
I think time will tell.
Yeah, it's been 3 years, so.
You know what?
Have you made any progress?
Kinda, yeah. But I still end up waking up at night. Okay. The Peach Noir, also one of my favorites.
Yes.
Is that your favorite?
Yeah.
Oh, and yours?
One of my favorites too, I think.
What's your favorite?
I think mainly because I,
I think probably
understood
a
it.
peach no more. I think probably a peach no more.
Is it?
I think so.
Because Noor, I showed my friend Noor that he didn't like, he said I was holding back on the singing.
You're holding back.
Yeah, like I wasn't as good as what it can be. But you like, so it's your favorite, Suma?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know, maybe it's because I've listened to it the most. I
Perhaps
think that
so.
serious? The most?
Yeah.
yeah, because you only sent us the others like
Oh.
a couple of days ago.
It's the happiest one. Yeah. Cause
The happiest?
Yeah. It's an acceptance that.
There's happiness in the song. What?
So can you tell us a little bit about why, first of all, you chose to call the song A Peach No More, and also what the story is about?
It's my favorite title in the EP, Peach No More. So poetic. So she used to talk, throughout, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm talking about anorexia in the song.
Yes.
So she would used to grow like small hairs on her body. Because you know when you have anorexia, it compensates for your lack of warmth because you don't eat. So now she'll compare the hairs on her body to peach fuzz. Okay. So now a peach no more. I don't want it to be a peach anymore. So I'm hoping that she can
That
reach.
you can overcome the.
Yeah, so she can stop being a peach. Yeah.
Nice.
Also, a peach sounds like an affectionate name you'd use. So she's not my peach anymore, but she's a peach no more.
It's affectionate.
Like honey, like, you know, when you call honey, I'm home, something like that. Like my peach.
Oh, from Ice Age, the one mammoth is called Peaches, baby.
That's also, I thought I bore that in mind, so that's why it's a reference to Ice Age as well.
The mammoths.
Yeah, the mammoths.
So where are the mammoths referenced?
Okay.
Why would I reference Ice Age?
Because it's cute.
Sorry.
One of my favorite animation movies.
Yeah, that's why it's called the beach novel. So it's about, you asked me what it's about. So it was my 18th, and my friends
Was
didn't
it on for parties?
wasn't one for parties. Once I called partial, hardly had time for me. So my friends didn't have time for the day. Fully, they didn't have time.
Yeah.
So she was like, okay, now it's fine. I'll go out with you all day. I'll just spend all day with you. So in the morning we went out for breakfast. And then the afternoon we went out again. The thing is though, she didn't tell me that she was struggling. Because she went out to eat twice in one day. And it's hard for a person with anorexia. I didn't know that. But she didn't tell me. She kept the smile for me. Because she knew it was my birthday and she didn't want to ruin it.
Aww.
Yeah, so I was like, yo, why didn't you tell me? I wasn't creative enough to think of anything other than eating, you know? So regrets.
There's always Google.
Yeah,
What to do
I should
on
have just sat by like a park or something.
Or in Pat or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, when did she tell you? When did
Years
you open up
later.
about this?
Years later. Like, I don't even know. But it was years later. But I felt so bad after that, you know? So the two verses, the one verse is about the one in the morning, next verse is about the one in the night. And in both cases I don't realize how much she's struggling. Yeah. So it's my fault.
Questions on the side.
She had her own stuff to deal with.
What are your thoughts on the opinion of the Tigerberg Ummah that you are spreading shirk in your lyrics?
Shirk. I wouldn't call it. Like the thing is, though, I don't mean it like that though. I believe in God. Oh, La ilaha illallah. Yes, I'm Muslim. I don't mean those literally. I don't believe by, what's the line? At the end of your quote,
We know
come
that.
on, you make God. So
GPD.
God
that
point
too.
it.
Yes.
Okay, that's nothing to do with shirk though. Is it?
I wouldn't say shirk, but it's still,
Blasphemy?
you know, it's a little
Blasphemy.
bit, yes.
That's me. So no, I'm just saying she has the power. As I said, I'm dependent.
Yes.
So the power that she had over me is like almost like the power that God has.
I would stop your sentence right there.
I believe in one God. Yes, I believe I can fly.
I think that's it for a peach no more.
Your favorite?
Because you said it was a form of closure.
Hmm.
Do you feel like now you have that closure?
Well, there, yeah.
Okay.
I
But
mean,
not
we
with
never-
all your other issues.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Just with your ex.
Yeah, because she's one of my closest friends now. I don't see her that much because we're busy, but yeah, I'm glad we've never been this healthy before.
So the fact that you are now close friends with her, wouldn't you say that that's a testament to your progress as a person?
That's a mad question. Do you know all of that?
I came up with it now.
Kinda, I guess. But it took me a while though. That took me a while to get to that point. It took me like 3 years.
Better late than never.
I guess so. But that's only one person as well. And I still feel the case where I need love from someone to love myself. Just not from her. I just know it's not going to come from her like that again.
Do you have any pets?
I do.
Why don't you... What type... Oh, yeah, you have a cat. Doesn't
I
your
think
cat
cats.
give you enough love? Like
No.
cuddle with your cat and...
Nah.
And
No.
what Uncle Tabo? That's an Uncle Tabo.
No. Isn't it hard to be friends with your ex? I say that you need time away from an ex, but after that you can be friends with an ex. You know, it's possible.
But it's usually done after some healing has been taken place. But you have had no healing taken place.
With her, yeah, I have. Not with myself.
Now we're going to move on to the next song, Mona Lisa / Need Somebody to Talk to. The one with the biggest question mark. Do you have any questions for that one?
Can you explain what the song is about? Because I have no idea.
Okay, so you saw the cover there.
You can put Mona Lisa eyes on yourself.
So
Oh, was it the Mona? I didn't notice.
I noticed that.
So there's a myth with the Mona Lisa where she looks at you, you walk. So I compare that to a phone. As I said, I divided the 3 songs, the first 3 songs. Okay, this is how I am. Next day is how I deal with it. So Mona Lisa is like, okay, I turn to my phone for help. Can this form of dopamine help me overcome my sadness? No. It just makes me feel. Even when I post stuff, I get like 2 likes, and I'm like, yo, I let this impact me so much. Or I used to let it impact me so much. It still does. I don't check now anymore because it makes me feel like quite bad about myself. But that's not just exclusive to me. Everyone feels like that when they post something, right? It's a case where okay, how many likes? Let me check. But so it's a literal barometer in order to measure your worth. That's awful. We should not have to experience that. But I have to market this, you know? Else it's not gonna do well.
And do you want to turn off the like count or whatever you call it?
Yeah, you can on Instagram. You can switch off the ability to see the amount of likes.
Yeah.
It just says likes, but it doesn't give the number.
Oh,
It
okay.
says other, liked by whoever and others.
Okay, I'll do that. But I've only spent. I have a timer on my Instagram for 5 minutes, so because I know it's not gonna help me. It just makes me feel bad about myself. So, yeah.
So you like speed through your phone when you go on Instagram.
Yeah. I put for people that I really like. For people I want to support, man. I put notifications. So I don't look at the video, and then I don't watch the video. Just like it and carry on.
What's the point of social media then?
To support everyone. The people I like, yeah.
Oh,
I like everything that you guys post.
that is true.
It is true.
This is also the shortest song.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I didn't want it to be too corny, to be honest. Because the phones, I thought it's kind of a cringy.
Because there's only like 10 lines.
Yeah, kind of a cringy thing to talk about. Oh, phone bad. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't want to over-expand, you know.
Against technology and all.
Yeah, because that's cliche.
Okay.
Did you like that one?
It was different.
Yeah, it was definitely a very interesting take.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I think a lot of people suffer from it. I think it's quite.
Yeah, me and most of the same.
What?
That's the first line. Me and most of the same.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yes. I see.
Everyone has this problem.
You said if your phone doesn't vibrate, you feel ashamed. Why don't you just switch it off vibrate?
What do you enjoy in life?
Do you ever experience happiness?
Yes.
When?
Now, I guess.
Okay.
Okay. That's good. That's good.
Do you ever experience joy? Nah, I'm sad all the time.
It seems that way.
Seems like it. So the next one is After Party.
Oh, one of my favorites. The Switch is amazing. I love the Switch. The Switch. Do you know what a Switch is?
Between the second and the third verses, there's an audio clip of you running to your car, kind of out of breath. What exactly were you running from?
Did you hear the sound of me leaving the car after A Beach No More?
Yes.
So that's the Volta moment. So that's when the 3 songs change. So
The what?
remember I put the 3 songs how I am at this moment. The next 3 songs how I deal with it.
Yes.
So the 3 songs after you know I'm leaving the car after A Beach No More. Because so I'm trying to deal with now. Okay, let me move on from this.
Okay.
That's how I leave the car. The car is a symbolism of solace for me. Okay, it's where I go to think and be sad. So now I'm leaving it because I'm trying to move on from my sadness and try to get rid of it. So that's me leaving after the 3 songs. And then after party, in the middle, as you say, I'm running back because I can't deal with it, you know?
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Clever.
Well, the car is also the place where you're able to safely send voice notes.
There we go, yeah. So no one can hear me sending voice notes.
The only send voice notes
Yeah.
from the car. Wow.
Yeah.
Did you have a door in your room?
But they...
Who are you talking to?
No one. No one.
You're based according to your songs.
Yeah.
You also brought in different languages in the song. Can you elaborate? What was your inspiration for that? Why you did that? Where did it come from?
You know, like anime. You know, like Dragon Ball Z. So they'd like announce like be like a narrator in the background. Like okay, they're about to fight. You know the game we played. What's it called?
Tekken.
Take something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Oh, Ultimate Fight or whatever. So they'd be like begin.
Yeah.
David does that. You sound so cool, right? You sound so cool. So yeah, I wanted that because like, and then like I wanted like a Japanese retro kind of thing. Like I'm fighting against someone after that party.
And then the use of Arabic at the end.
Oh. ولكن ماذا لو لم تكن هناك وأنا بوحدي حق. So Noor, my friend Noor, Mahmoud, I asked Mahmoud, you want to translate this? He's like, hi. So I was like, okay, fair enough. So I asked Noor, he can speak Arabic too. And so that means, what if you're not there, I'm truly alone. So after party, I'm talking about God. That's the one that's most about God. So yeah, what if you're not there, I'm truly alone. So the song's about me. Okay, so maintain my deen for the sake of, for Islam, as well as there's going to be an afterlife. So obviously I want to be a good person. And I fear the night, lonely, I live my life, hoping your might grants me beyond the night. So the night refers to death. So I want to live beyond death, you know? Jannah, right? Heaven.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like reincarnation or something.
No, I believe I'm Muslim. I want to believe so that I can live beyond death. Death scares the shit out of me. Sorry. Death scares the hell out of me. You know?
Do you think, would you say it's also about kind of the, what's it called, the temptations that you have to resist if you want to?
Yeah.
Because I think you say something about, what? God would understand if I took a sip.
That's a mad bar, you know. That's a mad bar, you know. I'm a grain of sand, God would understand. Grain of sand is a mad line. Because I'm so insignificant, so why would you care like that?
Oh, I thought it was because you're made out of clay.
Alcohol.
Did you take?
No.
Oh.
Sure.
Wallahi, I've never. But I mean, obviously I've been tempted to. It's like, okay, if I do this, then I'll be accepted by the white people. Or by people in general, you know? Okay, let me just do this. Then I'll be like them, because they seem happy, right? Don't they? So let me be like them.
Okay.
As I said, I'm trying to get rid of my loneliness. So let me see if they'll become my biggest fans if I drink with them.
I see.
So is that essentially what the song is about? God and...
David says in the beginning, in Japanese he says to be the loved fire seeker or the lone believer. So I'm a lone believer. But I'm trying to portray myself as the loved fire seeker within the first two verses. Fuck my scale, my pile was too thin anyway. You know what I mean? Fuck the scale. So as in, what's the point in trying to do loads of good deeds? Because it's never going to be enough.
I want to ask about your line, I belong on Jesus' stake.
That's a mad line. So I view myself as this holy guy. I'm like, I'm Muslim. I'm above you guys. I'm a Muslim. Although I hope they don't see this. So, so I'm Muslim, and therefore I'm better than you. You know what I mean? I'm better than a white person. I got God. What do you have? You're godless. That's kind of the attitude we have toward white people. We're better than them because we believe we're not godless. Godless is like, it used to be an awful thing to call someone godless. Kafir, right? So yeah, Islam can be sometimes used as that kind of platform. I'm better than you.
And you don't think that's right?
Obviously it's not right, no.
Okay.
I belong in Jesus' state, so I'm Jesus basically.
What the hell?
I'm like,
I'm Muslim.
so I'm like, I'm so religious, I'm so holy, I'm so religious, I'm better than you. So I'm trying to break my perception I belong in Jesus' state.
Oh.
And that I should be with the people, the sinners, right? Because Jesus is sinless, he died for their sins.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought that's what you meant. He died for their sins, not that you are sinless.
Yeah, but I'm trying to break my perception that I am sinless.
Okay.
That I am a sinner. I don't belong in Jesus' state.
Oh, but you don't belong.
Yeah.
Didn't you say you do in the song?
My perception, I belong. Let this pen break my perception, I belong in Jesus' state.
Okay.
So as in, let this writing show that I don't actually belong.
Oh, let the pen break the perception.
Yeah, that I'm so holy. I think of myself so holy.
Okay.
So let me just go drink with him. That's what it means.
I see.
When I came up with that after an Afrikaans exam. So we had like an hour. We had to wait there for like half an hour. And I was like, okay, can you write some stuff? And then I came up with that. I was like, this is amazing. So then I kept that 3 years later. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I didn't understand the line, my pile always too thin.
So pile petite. You know the scale?
Oh, okay. I thought like your piles. I was like, what?
In the chorus, you say, our eyes dilate as we settle in.
Dopamine.
Now, as a third year medical student, can you please describe the physiological process by which our pupils dilate?
Brother, dopaminergic receptors. It's a nice song, eh? I like it's groovy.
Oh, why did you call it after party?
So the thing, it's actually loosely based on a true story. I was at an after party. I was like, I don't feel right here.
Okay.
So I ran back to the car in the song. So I'm like, I just want to get out of here because I hate. I was in a club, and I hated being there. I was
I'm
there.
Muslim.
It is. Huh?
I said I'm Muslim.
Yeah. I was. No, it was for. God, I don't know if I can say this, but it's.
No, say it.
But it's for a dance. I was there, and they had an after party at a club, and I really didn't like it. But I was there for the sake of a girl, the person I was with.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, remember throughout the verses, I'm like, she couldn't hear me, because all I want is her.
I think.
Her
Truly-
dimlet skin.
Yeah, all I want is a dimlet skin. So I was trying to portray myself as like, oh, all I want is to have sex with her. But obviously, that's not true though.
It is, but... Okay.
Is that what you
It's not
were
true.
thinking?
No, I'm saying that's what I'm trying to portray myself as a sinner.
Oh.
I just want to have sex and I want to drink. That's not what I come across.
Taken out of context.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm obviously not that. I seek beyond skin level. You know,
Yeah.
loneliness, trying to get rid of it.
Okay.
Definitely not in those forms.
Yeah, but that's what I was under the
Yeah.
impression of, that you can't. You know?
And I only see her silhouette through my smoke screen.
Bars. So she's not with me anymore. And the smoke screen, like the smoke.
Yeah.
Basically, the chorus describes how. So, thick fog of smoke. All I want is a dimmed skin. Took my skin, my power is too thin. So, I don't care about religion anymore. And all I want is to commit sin. Sounds like hell, doesn't it? Thick fog of smoke. You know? Oh, I didn't
So,
answer that properly. So, it's
sorry.
after the after party. So I ran to the car. So it's like a party with my thoughts.
Jeez.
The only guests are my thoughts in my car. So I'm alone again. After the after party.
So we're gonna go on to the final song, which is Banana Bread.
That's actually my favorite. Banana Bread's my favorite.
Banana Bread. Okay. So can you give us like what is the inspo, what is the meaning behind it, and where did you channel the song from?
So it kind of has to do with after party. So like a prequel to after party. So I had a white friend. We crashed a party once, and I was like, yo. So I was the one who was pushing it actually. God, let's go to see what they talk about every day in the school corridor. That's a line. Seeking the law in the school corridor. So I was like, oh, let's go. And he found it way easy to assimilate, to be with people like him, more so than what I did. I felt so uncomfortable there. Like at the club, I felt so uncomfortable. I just wanted to leave. So I realized, my mom always told me that my dad was like, my parents are always like, it's probably best to find Muslim friends, because you guys have the same, you understand each other's difficulties. So I loved him because he was my childhood friend. He was my brother. I didn't have a brother. I don't have one. So he was the closest thing I had, because I would spend most of my time with him because he lived down the road. So yeah, but we grew apart because of those key differences, religion, and yeah, that's what it's about. I knew you regardless, but I loved you regardless. That's such a nice line. Yeah, that's what it's about, banana bread. And she would give me, I didn't trust eating their food, like normal food. Yeah, even when they said no, it's halal, I didn't trust him because I was a child. Yeah. So I didn't trust him. Buzz, thanks. So they give me dessert, banana bread. I love the banana bread. That's why it's called banana bread. Because it's like okay, you can have banana bread, but you can't have a full-on relationship in the future. It's like a compromise. That's what it's about. That's the extent of this kind of relationship you can have with a white person as a Muslim. Banana bread.
Deep. You mentioned. Wait, this song was quite self-explanatory, I would say.
Which one?
This banana bread,
Yeah.
Okay.
that wasn't bad.
As I actually understood it.
Yes.
Yeah, because I actually understood it.
Okay, great. You can sympathize though.
But
can't you?
why? What do you mean?
You can sympathize.
Yes, I've been in similar situations.
Mm.
Yeah, we're not going there. Now you say you're less outside about what was once.
About what was once.
Yeah.
Right.
You end off like that.
Yeah, that's more for the entire EP itself. So I'm less outside the car. I'm less outside in general. I don't play soccer as much as I used to with my boyfriend. So I'm more inside. And I'm more writing what I used to be playing. You know?
Looking back in the past.
Nostalgia, yeah. Banana bread.
And why do you pray the sunrise is taller?
So
you
the
said
day-
I'd pray the sunrise taller.
So the days would last longer. So
Oh.
I can spend more, so I can spend more,
That's so cute.
so I can spend more time with him.
Oh,
So Maghrib wouldn't come as soon.
Wow.
so cute.
Were you deliberately going for like the Khalid sound of voice cracks, or
Voice cracks?
yes, they were definitely voice cracks.
No, it's falsetto. I didn't mean the voice cracks.
Yeah, voice crack. Okay, that was the question.
I guess so, yeah.
Okay. Do you
What are you referring to specifically? Voice cracks?
just do a rendition of the song?
But no, I've got a cough now.
So finally, what's your favorite song on the EP,
Banana bread.
and why?
It's so sweet. It sounds so sweet, and the switches, man. I really like the switch because it sounds the drums, in the sense, sounds like a rock song. I love it, and the piano as well in the beginning, keyboard. I love it. It sounds like at the end of the day, you're reflecting on the day you just had. That's what it sounds like.
Can we expect more albums in the future?
Yeah, I got more songs written. Yeah, that's because Banana Bread goes into that.
So is the next one going to be like a
Right.
continuation?
Yeah, kind of.
So it's like a storybook, essentially.
Yeah, a narrative. That's what I said.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Nice.
I got another six songs lined up, and they're not coming out anytime soon.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe next
Because you
year.
need to focus on your studying.
Yeah, that too.
Well, this is very insightful.
This is the longest conversation I think I've had with you in terms of going deep into stuff.
Sure, we've driven the cars how many times?
Yeah, but not on this level where you go.
Oh yeah,
your thought
I've never
processes
spoken about it
and
like
stuff
this.
that.
I've never spoken about it so openly.
Nice.
But that's how I feel.
It's good to get that out.
Do you feel better after this?
Kinda. It's been in my head for a while. All these things.
So you'd say it's like therapeutic.
I guess so. But it has to be a case, as I said, it's an echo chamber. That's about what I'm going to do about it, and I haven't done anything about it.
Okay.
Alright.
Thanks so much for the questions. I really
Okay.
appreciate it.
No,
I'll ask the
don't.
questions.
No, but don't leave me alone in this.
Yes. You can take my place.
I'm on one TikTok video.
You can take my place. Yeah.
I think
Okay.
I've been
No, no,
stoned
sorry.
enough.
Come on, take my place, please.
We good?
No, I don't mean to do it. Okay, so